Alright, hello everyone, this is Rich, and I am back with my part 3 to my Blu-ray, VHS, and DVD update. I'm on my last 4 DVDs. So yeah, let's just go with them here. This one I got beer, but pretty much just because the Cinema Snob did a review for him. I'm like, I remember those. I was getting them because Cinema Snob did a review of them. It's a Something Weird video for, it's a Sharpshooter triple feature. The Zodiac Killer, the Sex Killer, and Zero In and Scream. Now, I watched the Zodiac Killer and Zero In and Scream. They're alright. You know, Zodiac Killer has absolutely no facts. Like, it's just as good as the Night Stalker, that one I was telling you about, like, I think like 2 or 3 videos back. About how the Richard Ramirez character was like absorbing souls to gain power to be immortal with that fucking movie. I think with Chuck Connors in it. It's like a really bad TV movie. Ugh. Anyways, it goes up with that. And Zero In and Scream is some weird ass movie where this guy's like any person who has sex like is like a tramp and they should be murdered and sharpshooted and killed and all kinds of shenanigans. But yeah, that's the only reason I got this. I don't really like Something Weird video too much. There's very few that I have. I think the other one I have from them is like offhand Bat Pussy. Yeah. Speaking of pussy, I love having segues. Speaking of pussy, Edward Penishands. Why do I own this? I don't know. I think it's just because I like to have weird-ass porn parodies in my collection. So if someone's like looking through my films, they're like going to be like, E.T. the Porno, Beaver and Buttface, Edward Penishands. That shit don't make sense. But yeah, it's an alright porn. It's just as good as some of the others I just mentioned. Probably not as worse as E.T. the Porno, but it's as good as Beaver and Buttface, if that's something you like. This one's kind of hard to explain. It kind of reminds me of a Todd Sheets film, and I wouldn't doubt that this is at the very least going to be in my previews for my next year's Mr. Rich's worst movies that I own, because it's going to be either in it or be a contender for it. And if not a craptacular movie at the very least, Death Metal Zombies is a piece of crap. Released by, what is it, Horror-Scope Films. It's like a shot on like maybe Super VHS film, or even VHS, maybe shot on video for all I know. And about like this like song that turns people into zombies, like death metal song turns into people into like zombies or some shit. Go around killing people, and then at the end of it, the fucking song is leaked onto the internet, the World Wide Web. What are we gonna do? Zombies are gonna be everywhere. Until those MP3 laws come into play. Yes. Anyways, yeah, this movie's crap. There's another movie that my friend Stuart, he wants to do like a review with me, and my friend Stuart wants to do a review of this and some other film that he had mentioned, and like he told me like 20 times what the hell fucking movie is called, and I forget what it's called. But it's made by the same place who produced this. Lastly, I want to talk about this film. This one was a gem that I've actually watched today. I didn't finish it all, but I watched like an hour out of the hour and 20 minutes. I had to shut it off because I had to go do a few things. But I figured I'd talk about it, at least what I saw of it. The movie was made in 1980, and it's a slasher that came out, I think, right before Friday the 13th. It's called The Long Island Cannibal Massacre. Now, I got this film originally just because the title's so fucking weird. I'm like, Long Island Cannibal Massacre? That shit just sounds like it's going to be terrible. And it's not. It's like it's shot on 35 millimeter or 16 millimeter because it's all grainy and shit. Maybe 35. And it's just awesome. Like it was just, it's like, and it like, it's shot like a bad movie. It knows what it is. And it kind of reminds me of how like Coons was made. Like it knows it's going to be bad and it's almost parodying the slasher film in itself. And essentially it's like, from what I remember of it and what I saw of it, it's of these killers going around killing people on this like area of Long Island. And this guy's paying off these two killer guys to gather up I guess tourists and people who are just around in this area for him to go feed his like zombie father. And like it's just weird. And like the zombie makeup on like the dad is peanut butter. Peanut butter. That's it. It's like a whole gooping amount of peanut butter on a person's face. Or it's some consistency as that of peanut butter. That's it. As I said, it does sound like a terrible film, but if you're a fan of cheese, if you're a fan of zaniness, if you're a fan of just giving a fucking movie a try, try Long Island Cannibal Massacre. You will not be sorely disappointed. If anything, for an entertainment value, check out this movie. It's very cool. Like, I mean, you have like little things. Wes Craven says, Nathan Schultz knows Long Island the way Dante knew hell. Nathan, I don't know, Schilhoff? Let's see here. Other things says, Fantastic Creations, Bizarre, Blew My Mind by Bahab Stewart. But yeah, it's tongue-in-cheek, as I said. Awesome film. It actually has moments in there that I actually saw later on in Friday the 13th. That's why I mentioned Friday the 13th. Like, there's moments where it's like, all of a sudden you'd get like a big score when Jason would come and get you and stuff like that. It just reminded me of that so much. Like, later on in Jason films, like in like part 3, part 4. It was just like, holy shit, like, I recognized that from that film. I don't know. And it was like made like years before those sequels were made, let alone a little bit before the original. So, but yeah, check this out. You're a fan of slashers and fan of obscure fucking shit, check this one out. Fucking awesome. Anyways, hopefully I won't be too much with a big gap in between DVD updates. You know, as I said, I'm still going to school. I have a fuckload of projects due this next like month. So I'm going to try to do another one this month, and definitely I'll be doing a couple in December. But you'll have another Craptacular movie review either up for Geek War or what the hell is the other movie? Either these two right here. I don't know which one will be first. It'll be for Geek War or The Grateful Undead. It's both independent cinema, and both are pretty darn cool. But I'll be doing probably those with my friend Mike, and possibly one of the guys from The Grateful Undead. Anyways, this has been Mr. Rich talking about my DVDs that I got for the past month and a half. Alright, see ya. Brr.